And I have impeccable timing to start the stream, as always. It's even better with the video. Anyway, it's been a little while. I think, I don't really remember, to be honest. But today I'm going to be doing a little pixel art action. Yeah. Actually, I'm a bit too hot, so I'm going to shed a layer. Don't get too excited though. Since I'm wearing 3 layers currently. It's been blooming cold. There's an air vent in my room that's just been letting in ice cold wind for the last few days. It's miserable. And, you know, obviously I need the vent to be there, but you know, this is a British house. We're supposed to be insulated. That's supposed to be our main priority. And what's the good of putting all that insulation in the attic if we're just gonna have a big hole in the wall? Oh well. Bear with me. That's better. Okay, so the deal with this is that I got my first playing card commission. So this is going to be a mod that I make and put on my GitHub for someone, and it's going to feature his characters. I've already done the King and Queen. Actually, I think I need to turn it down a bit. I probably wasn't audible for most of that. Come on. So there's the Queen, there's the King. I did them a few days ago. I did the King yesterday. And now I'm going to do the Jack, who's this swordsman moth, which is a new one, but I'm certainly down for it. And get this set up. Right, and I've got my references here. Well, let's hope I've got the source tonight. I was a tiny bit rushed, just a tiny bit, because I wanted to start nice and early, but so I have time to play Balatro after this and maybe some Pokemon. But I was suddenly press-ganged into watching the new Doctor Who spin-off. Right. Which is okay, judging by the first episode. I've been a little burned by recent Doctor Who, so I wasn't overly enthused. Let's have a look at this guy. So I don't really know a whole lot about the backstory of these characters, but their designs do a lot of the talking for them. Okay. Right, well, how goes? This is the most difficult one. I shouldn't have saved the most difficult one to do on stream. I'm going to try and do this heroic sword plant pose while dealing with the constraints of the playing card format, so I've got to somehow, you know, not make his arms overlap, because they've got to not intersect at the middle. And my solution for the sword here is that I'm going to tuck it into the frame at the bottom. But goodness knows if I'm going to be able to make that work. And I believe that the commissioner in question is watching. If he doesn't feel like saying anything, then that's fine. But it is nice to know if that someone is watching. Yeah, so he's got this big old coat. Very grand looking. May have to do something else with the arms. I don't know what though. Maybe I have him like only having one hand on the sword and then tuck this arm behind. Oh, there you are, hello. Yes, I do get a bit lonely. Not having too many viewers, and a lot of the ones who do regularly show up tend to be of the quiet variety, so I don't even know if they're watching. Yeah, it should be fine, it should be fine. Okay. Pixel art is an odd beast. It's easy and hard at the same time. I was going to elaborate on that, but I realised that even I don't know what I just said. I don't know what I mean by that. It's like, it's a challenge, but it's a fun challenge, you know? But nevertheless, it is still a challenge. So I don't feel like, you know, it's harder necessarily than drawing normally, but it's definitely... it takes a lot more brain power in certain aspects. He's got more fluff at the back. Yeah. I'll just calm down, take my time. It's probably going to be like an hour, probably an hour and a half for this guy. It was between an hour and a half for the other two. But this guy is, yeah, it's a little, you shut up, Chrome. It's a little, hard to get the full gist of the characters from, just these reference images. And in fact, I didn't even realise that Furstrom is blue on top, because in the bigger ref, he looks all white, and that's just because of the light above him. But rest assured I did notice it in the end. Yeah, I don't want him to look smaller than the others either. I think I'm going to have to do something about this arm. Rework the pose a bit, which is just what you want to have to do on live stream. C'est la vie. We do what we must, because we can. Trying to get a feel for what shape his quote-unquote snout should be. He seems to have a pretty flat face. It'll be a little easier to visualize things once I start colouring in, because that's when I can add different tones and anti-aliasing and stuff. Should have more at the back, I think. Okay, maybe Chrome had a point when it was badgering me about, ooh, you can use a split screen thing for multitasking. Yeah, let's have a look at this hair. Give me a shout if you feel like I'm missing something. Okay, I think he's a fitting enough size now. Question mark. With pixel art, there's always the question of which details are worth preserving and which are just too much. You've got to be economical. I mean, that's kind of why it's fun. I like challenges like that. That's why I like limited palettes as well. Figuring out what's the essential information to include and what can be simplified. Yeah, so this obviously is going to have to be moved because there's no way convincingly, like his elbow should be down here, so we'll have him putting one hand on the sword. Big shoulders that our boy has. Yeah. Goodness me, he really is broad. Looking at the refs again. I'm gonna have a conniption. I'm just gonna put them side by side. Okie dokie. Oh, I didn't even notice that stuff on his shoulder before. What is that? Right, and I've got to think how this is going to join up. I suppose it could join like this, kind of like how I did with Patch and his collar, or lapel, excuse me. Yeah, this isn't really... I really should have thought this through. Because, like, this isn't gonna work, because his shoulder is gonna be down here. I guess if I cut it off as early as possible, then it should be alright. Maybe if I have him just holding the sword up instead. I think that would ultimately be the sensible move. See, I really liked the idea of this two-handed sword plant idea. Yes, the idea of that idea, I know what I said. But it just doesn't really work in the cramped space available. That looks straight enough. Six pixels. Yeah, it'll save some headache. I have a bit of a habit, with my commissions especially, of just going the whole hog for no reason. Just being way too elaborate with it. Part of the reason I switched from having a limited palette and normal colouring method to having 3 tiers of it was to try and stop myself taking the so-called simple shading and doing the full shebang, which was just too much work to realistically take on. And to finish, to get back to why I even mentioned that, pixel art, there's only so much you can do, so I think, to an extent, then simply using this medium should rein in some of those tendencies. Is that sword about the right size? It's not really a super clear view of it on the ref. His wing should be back here. My first drum, what big wings you have. All the better to get dust everywhere with. So I don't want him to be raising the sword as if he's about to strike. No, he's just holding it. He's just posing with it. But that's is going to lead to conflict here. His hand is going to be right here on the other side. Now that does lead to a good excuse for why this shoulder would be cut off. So, what am I thinking of? Who did I do that with? Yeah, I did that with Rika here. The shoulder's cut off to make room for that hand. So I did learn quite a bit from when I did my own cards, even if it came surprisingly naturally to me. So like I was able after doing Rika actually to go back and rework some of my my own ones and improve them, applying some of the lessons I learned along the way. You know, I never thought I would end up doing pixel art. Just never even occurred to me as something... Okay, that sword works. Never occurred to me to try it. But, you know, as stated, it's surprisingly fun, so I guess it's going to be part of my repertoire from now on. One pixel further down, perhaps? Yes. Ow. Alright, it's time to take the plunge, see how it looks upside down. No, do this. There. Yes. Ooh. Right. Okay, so let's have a look at this. The hand takes priority over the shoulder, so you can erase that. Takes priority over the wing as well, but I suppose the wing will be visible here, or will it? I think I'll make the wing go further down as well. Like that. A little bit more shoulder here. Oh, excuse me. Wings are a particular nuisance in this format. With my dragons, I had to end up scrunching them down quite a lot. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But I've also got to figure out how to move this across so that it meets in the middle cleanly. I think that'll do. It's a little less nice to look at. but it's otherwise in the right place, so I don't really want to move it too much. Right, let's look up a little more reference here for how he might be holding said sword. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry? I'm sorry? This was supposed to be a reference image of this model holding a sword, and it's turned into this gibberish. I don't think that website is working properly. I just want a good shot of the hand, man. Oh my goodness, it's Kiss from a Rose again. Oh. I was like, didn't I just hear this a minute ago? Okay. Goodness me, that woman's holding a sword almost as big as her. That's a good reference for the hand, though, I think. And yeah, it's basically what I did already. How many fingers? He has 5 fingers. But I think for the sake of, you know, again, scrunching him down into pixel art, he's going to have 4 fingers. If he doesn't like it, he can lump it. You probably haven't seen my the video that I made about the creation of... Or... No, I think it was someone else who said that they'd seen it. The video I made where I made my own custom playing cards, and I said that one of the hardest things was the hands, because not only is it drawing a hand in the first place, which is hard enough, but you've then got to make it look like a hand without having room to draw the fingers. It's like Patch here has just a suggestion of fingers. Actually, that is one of the more detailed hands I've done. But some of them only have like 2 fingers and then a sort of vague line in the middle. He can complain about it to the artist later, yeah. So I'm gonna have to, like... Yeah, this is where his chest is. It's coming together pretty decently, I think. The thing I've observed with pixel art is that it's one of those mediums where it looks terrible at first, and then you have to just trust the process. But with these, I've actually found that they've come together surprisingly fast. Maybe that's just my experience increasing. But even after they start coming together, then it takes a long time to be finished. Okay, that is cleanly lined up now. Maybe I can improve the shape a bit. I think that's a bit better. There's definitely not room to have his arm in there. as well. Or maybe just a bit of it. Yeah. I think it might be about time to start carving already. Because, as I said, that's when I can start really figuring everything out. No, it's too squished. But it has to have a certain margin from the edge of the card. Yeah, 3 pixels is where I like to be. Because gold and steel cards have that bevel on them. What is this bango? Which, oh my goodness, I haven't been showing the distraction panel. Oops. Oh well, it's fine. Having a look at the face. There's work I can do, but I think for now let's just go to colour. I'll keep that there so I know where the limit is. I should transfer one of these images to my laptop. Excusez-moi. There we go. Just for colour picking purposes. Oh, hello TL. And I forgot there's a stream going on. Yeah, see, the thing with you is, you never chat, so I don't even know if you are watching or not. I think this is going to work. It's just not quite as dramatic as what I originally had in mind. The collar is more of a light blue, I suppose. Seems right. Oh. It's a little hard to tell. I think the light blue extends to his entire face, not just his hair. 40 minutes. I never chat the yappiest of you. Yes, you! On live stream, yeah. In Discord it's a different matter, but on live streams, even when you're watching, you don't chat very often at all. Many times you've said something finally and then I'm like, oh, TL's watching. Well, now I'm realising that I've given him the colour of the red coat, but then the blue collar from the purple coat. I like the red one better. So yeah, these two are already wearing purple. I'm going to give him the red one. Okay. What earth? Oh, I guess that... Yeah. Close gap. This sounds white as well. I think I'll make the shirt a different shade of white. Oh, well, no, his entire face is blue pretty much. So maybe it won't be an issue. Is that right? No. It's more just his mandibles sort of white. I just would have liked it if the reference image was slightly bigger. Just slightly bigger. There's also a little doubt cast by the difference between the two artists' art styles here. But that's, you know, you can't really do a whole lot about that. Oh. Now this is a blast from the past. How does his hair really look? I guess there's a bit more at the front here. A yappery incentive. And I guess I don't request the chat to say things very often. But there is an implicit incentive in just live streaming in the first place. I'm going to make a formal request for a better reference image of his hair and his face. If there isn't one, then fine, I'll do without, but you know, I really would like something a little bit clearer, if it's not too much trouble. Now let's refine things. Shoulders are very sharp, so we can scrounge something. Good, thank you. Yes, the gloves, I suppose I'll make those quote-unquote black, and then have the finger lines be white instead, or this colour perhaps. Oop.
stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two.
Now, is this white Putin or is it Rasputin? It's white Putin. Actually, I think the same rip is both at different points. Now that I think about it. Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I suppose tonight's stream might feature me actually trying out the See If We're Gonna Balatro mod. We'll see. Ow. Those old wrists, they do be clicking. Using the background music or boosting my mic. Oh, now you tell me. What on earth happened to it? Rightio then. I mean, it always happens. I'm always a little bit too quiet for the background music, but normally people don't say anything. I think that's right. Oh, I forgot to say it. Yeah, well. What song is this? I don't remember what it is. It's probably something that I know, otherwise I wouldn't have added it to the playlist in the first place. I usually don't add rips I don't recognise, it feels like stolen valour. Let's duplicate it again, see where we're at. Yes, predictably, since I've changed the shape a bit, then this doesn't work as well. Okay, so it's not bad. It's a little strange the way his torso is joined together, so I think I'll employ some shading to fix that. And why do I need to put a pixel like there to join up the lapel? Yeah. I can never fully concentrate on art while I'm streaming or recording in general, so I will probably have to do the finishing touches later. But if we can get a solid basis, like, you know, most of the way there, then I'll be happy. playing with him in-game for a bit will let me figure out what I need to do. Oh, okay, there isn't any better image I could use. Alright, well, I'll figure something out then. Yes, I know, I'm being quiet. I'm being too quiet. I mumble a lot when I'm concentrating. Let's see if I can make it look how make it look a way that I like. Then I need to sketch this. Try that. 100% naturally sourced linseed concentrate. Ooh, I don't know if that source is particularly ethical. I'd be very concerned about how they obtained it. Not entirely satisfied with his eyes here. Of course, you know, sketching out some new hair doesn't mean that I'm actually going to be able to convey that in pixel, but I'll try. That's mostly satisfactory. His head just looks a little too square at the moment. I'm thinking about shading. Maybe I could highlight him with white instead of shading with a darker blue, but I don't know. Ooh. Okay, well, I'll maybe work on it a little more then, but yeah, it's fine. The hair looks fine. I think we've got a solid base here. Ooh, you won't hear that word very often on this stream. Yeah, this is going to have to be a darker colour than that. In an hour, almost. I would like to be a little bit more finished by this stage, but we are truthfully most of the way there. It's just going to be a lot of tweaking. His wings look a bit melty on the reference. Is that something? Are his wings meant to look gooey, or is that just a strange way of rendering the texture of moth wings? Okay, my wrist is getting a little sore, so I might have to move on before too long. Well, maybe. sort of liquid metal. Oh. Okay, interesting. Well, that definitely changes things. I don't think I can figure that out right now, but yeah, I'll definitely have to try and do something with the texture in that case. Realistically, I might need an in-between colour, but I don't know. The shades are too different, but I don't want to add too many colours. That's not how Balatro does it. Maybe... No. Okay, let's have a look at that then. What? What? Why is that? I swear I addressed the issue of the shapes not lining up. I guess I didn't. I think the dark red needs to be a bit darker. I'm doing this on the wrong layer. Oops! It's kind of too dark now. Oh, I think I just showed the wrong layer before. Or maybe... oh, I don't know. Anyway, it lines up now. Yeah, it's not bad. Needs more refinement on the head for sure. Yeah, you can tell I'm a lot less confident about how the character should look. Yeah, the wings are going to take some work as well. But now I have some more specific direction, then I have some more specific directions, so I should be able to do something with that. I can't concentrate with this music, so I'm just going to leave it there. I'll put that in the game. Ow. And use that as I play for a bit. And I'll probably figure out some more specific things which I can do to fix him later. So he should be done tomorrow then, I suppose. Yeah, to be honest, I can't really see this becoming a long stream again, so it's probably just going to be Balatro and then that's it. Right. I'll pack this in. Sadness? What? Look, man, if it needs me to take a break so I can come back and look to it later with look at it later with fresh eyes. Excuse me. That's how you make it look good if you want it to be good. It's got to take time. It would be sad if I rushed it. Great start, well thank you. Yeah, I'll be sure to contact you if I need any help. Well, let's go to Balatro now.